If I had one wish, mm, mm, trust me, I trust you. What's good, y'all? First of all right, I was gonna come do the video and I realized I didn't even watch the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood finale. And then Samsung, did some updates, or whoever it is did the updates on my phone. So this is my third time recording it or attempting to, because I don't know what's going on. I have to do a little something, something. Seemed like they was restoring old stuff. I don't know. But I'm here. It's still Thursday on the West Coast. I told you I was going to do it this time. Somebody ain't want me to do it. Who is it? No. So yeah, watch the finale of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. So you guys know now that the Millennium Tour is gonna have Amarion, Ray J, was Bow Wow, Lloyd, Pretty Ricky, Union Twins, Immature, Marcus Houston, right? And I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. I did actually go to the last Millennium Tour with B2K. I had a great time. I don't know if I'm going this time, but it was definitely nice to be in that space again. You saw Ray J on the finale. He swam out the rain. He want to come down. He would come up out the floor. Should be a nice tour. We'll see. Or maybe somebody can buy me a ticket to go. I do like that Love and Hip Hop is now speaking about issues like alcoholism and mental health. Their characters are sharing their personal stories. And, the previous episode, they showed Apple on live, and, she was going off and she was drinking and things like that. And shows you Yo Yo and Mr. Ray trying to, come and talk to her. They want her to be in a better space, show up what she needs to, and things like that. But, people are always going to be resistant when they're going through stuff like that. Same with Tia Marie when they wanted her to go to rehab and her friends were there. She was just so upset. But in the end, you see, like, things are better. And even though she slipped, she has a support system. They're still there. But I very much like that they are delving into those topics, and it's not just about fighting and arguing. Of course, Moniz opened up about her bipolar, and um, she sounded great what she was saying on this episode. I really appreciate that, because there's a lot of people out there who are suffering from different things, and that culture, right? Um, which is a part of obviously the culture I'm from. You aren't supposed to talk about those things because people think you're crazy. It's like, it's time that people have conversations about these things. A lot of people have issues that they've never had diagnosed, are unaware of, want to um, ignore, because they just don't want that stigma. But it's just like, there shouldn't even be a stigma on that. Like, even Taraji talked about having anxiety after Trayvon Martin was killed, and her son was, I believe, the same age when he was killed, and she was just so anxious. There's a lot of different things that could be going on with you. So I'm definitely very happy that they've delved into some of those issues. And of course, if you need to speak to someone, you need help, you should definitely go and seek that. And don't be afraid, because what's the alternative? You're going to end up ruining your life. You might end up overdosing, depending on what it is that you're doing. You might discover that, or it might be discovered later on that you might have some health issue that you could have prevented. So again, I'm happy that they're bringing these topics to the forefront. And if you are suffering from something, definitely go and get help for that. as you can see, Nene talks about her spiritual advisor, which I'm pretty sure the show kind of maybe nudged her to go speak to someone because she was a little, out there. She ripped the guy's shirt off. She, knocked his tooth out. Previous season, obviously she's been going through things with Greg, um, and I can understand why people are certain ways when they are in high stress situations, but I still don't feel like that's an excuse to mistreat your friends. Um, I feel like Cynthia is probably that friend who has taken so much from her to be there for her, and it was just like it was her last straw. Nene went on to talk about how she was boring 6 years ago and kind of almost trying to get her fired. And then once Cynthia realizes, this relationship is toxic, now it's like you're gonna come and just prove what she said. You go on an interview and you're just keep perpetuating things like you guys have grown. I don't know. And they were actually talking about that on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. How Cynthia kind of like has these dominant friends that she she lets them get away with things that she wouldn't let other people. And I can relate to that because, of course, if you're my friend, and it depends on the extent of what's going on, but I'm not gonna come at you raw like how you're being because it's not necessary. I might know that something's going on with you that others don't, or I just understand your reactions. And so yeah, I might let you go on for a bit, but once you cross the line, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's the thing. See, with people like that, they look at you like you're weak or, you don't have a backbone or whatever. And then when you actually say something, it's like, oh, well, she has this other side to her. Yeah, it's called I'm not playing with you because you stepped on the last fucking bit of patience I had. The goldfish and the piranha. Pisces. Okay? We will be the sweetest, but don't cross the line. But whatever. That's how she deals. She rather not even entertain the BS. She doesn't want to get into conflicts with her friends if she's calling you her friend. And I don't see anything wrong with that. And it is much like, you were close with Kenya, now you're close with Eva. Like, it is much like high school. I forget who mentioned that. Like, okay, we're all in a circle. I'm pretty sure outside of the show, if they were not on the show, they would not be friends. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, whatever. Like, she's making the best of the situation that she's in with her job, and that's her demeanor. And you come for her, and you'll get sliced. And I knew it was Joanna. I just know it's Joanna, or whatever her name is. That bitch. DJ Richie Scott on YouTube, I think, pointed that out, that might have been her that leaked the audio of Cynthia talking about Nene. But it's like, girl, you're messy, and you're an ass kisser. Okay? And she, I'm pretty sure Nene talks about you too. Because I have, like I said, I know a Nene in my life, and her little minions, she talk about them the worst, right? But she'll try to manipulate the situation and turn everybody against you. Grow up. Nene, you're 50. A lot of these ladies are in their late 30s, late 40s. Like, let it go. Kenya, Eva did not say that. Portia obviously delivered it incorrectly. And I don't feel like Kenya's giving Eva a chance to even really say what she really said. It's like, no, because you said this, and if you want a problem, and didn't people expect you to just stay there? Like, you're getting her excited for what? She's trying to stay calm. She's like close to her due date, I'm assuming, or however far along she was at the time of taping. Like, people are so selfish and childish. And yes, this is a television show, but it's like, ugh. And then Marlo, I do appreciate her trying to go to Nene and, trying to get her to understand her part she played in it, but it's like, those type of personalities, you gotta let them be. And maybe they'll come around where at that time, it's not gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? It's never gonna be the same because you just went way too far and it's over. But, I don't appreciate how she was coming for Eva, and how she always comes for Eva. And I can understand I like it so much, but it's like, come on now. And something else I wanted to talk about is I heard someone mention that Eva said, having late in life babies, and to Marlo, like, you've never been pregnant, so you don't know what it's like. And they're taking it personal for all the people who may not be able to have children or who have later in life babies. I don't think that's what she is referring to. She's talking to them, period. Like, everything Eva says is like everybody wants to jump on it. Like, y'all know her personality. Leave it alone. Y'all could accept it from other people, but not the other way around. It's almost like how the other basketball wise was like. Come on, like, this picking sides. Like, we are too old for the BS. These people are older than me. Like, come on, and come on. Like, y'all doing the most. But anyway, like I said, Michelle Williams was a butterfly on the Masked Singer. I knew it. Knew it. Hey, I know that voice, girl. She was actually saying she was insecure about her voice. And I remember people talking about her voice when she first came into the group, and they were used to hearing a certain sound from Destiny's Child, which primarily was Beyonce and Kelly anyway. And so when they introduced Michelle's voice, it was something different, but it brought a different texture to the music. She's from the gospel realm. I'm very happy for you, girl. You did a great job. I think this is gonna be good for you. I remember meeting them back when Michelle and Farrah were first in the group. I got to interview Destiny Child. I'm a huge fan, and so right away I knew that was your voice, girl. And I'm so happy. I can't wait to see what it is, to come for you. And yeah, girl. I can't wait to see who else is revealed next. Like, I love that show. Y'all know that already. The Masked Singer. So this week, Black and Crew Chicago returned. I love how they start off with Ryan, like, it's like he's in his mind and he's talking about his struggles and things like that over the past year or whatever it is. This did delve into him having his own issues dealing with the death of his sister. If you guys didn't know, she was shot to death by her boyfriend / lawyer. If you haven't seen, there is an episode of Fatal Attraction. I'm pretty sure if you put in Fatal Attraction Ryan Henry, it'll come up. And really sad, and like when you have things bottled up or things that you're going through, you just try to like sweep them under the rug. It really does affect you in life. It probably affected him a great deal in his relationship with Rachel, his relationship with, his co-workers, which also there are times when you find that people aren't doing what they need to do. Like, it's not conducive to what needs to happen in your realm of moving forward in your business or whatever in your life, and you do need to kind of sever ties a little bit. But of course, Charmaine wasn't really going anywhere. Hello. And now she has her own shop. It was kind of a bittersweet episode because, Charmaine's mom passed away recently, and in the episode, her and Meek are telling their mothers that they eloped, and she's pregnant, and it's like, I'm pretty sure she's like really sad that her mom is not going to be here to see her daughter being born. I do have a friend that's mom passed away in the World Trade Center, and I understand, how she felt being pregnant without her mom being here. And to anyone out there who has lost their parents, and you are thinking about how your child will never know that grandparent, your mother / father, is always going to be there. They're looking after you, and just keep pushing because you know what they will want for you. But yeah, that was a very different way that they approached the episode. I do enjoy that these production companies are now displaying topics that are kind of like, things that they hush about, because it doesn't need to happen. A lot of the reason why these people are acting out and fighting is because they have a lot of issues deep down inside of them, and you should not be afraid, again, to get help. If you're dealing with something, doesn't mean that anything is particularly wrong with you. And if somebody is trying to come at you for that, cut them off. Cause it ain't nothing. Cut that me. Hey, what? It ain't nothing. Cut that. No, you stop. No, for real though. Don't let nobody get to you. You know, get the help you need. Be the best you could be for you. Strive for what you need to strive for. Keep moving, but also take that much needed time to yourself away to recuperate, rejuvenate, and get better and become a better person, become a better friend, become a better family member, become a better just human being in this world that we live in with all this nonsense that's going on. So I got through it, y'all. See y'all next Thursday. Bye. My bad, y'all. I forgot to talk to y'all about the Jocelyn Savage situation. So remember, there was a Patreon that all these big media outlets were talking about was Jocelyn, and she was talking about the things that R. Kelly did to her, and she kept bringing out new chapters, which were really like one-page essays, right? When you're in school. The page supposedly was not done by Jocelyn. Jocelyn actually spoke out, and she said that she would appreciate that everyone would stop trying to make it seem like her and Azriel are against R. Kelly. They still love him. They want him to come home and whatever else. Honestly, for me, in the beginning, it seemed like she was just reading, and then it kind of seemed real. But I still believe that she is just in this like fog, which most women are who are in abusive relationships, and abusive can mean many different things. So yeah, I guess we will see what actually happens. It transpires in the next couple of weeks with this whole Jocelyn Savage or Kelly Azriel Clary situation. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. Peace.